excited to be on our first couple seminar. I'm excited. Are you excited, Rosita?
I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Here we go. We're here in the VIP. Let's take a picture here. How you doing, senor? Good. Good. Let's take a picture right here.
Stand right there.
Damiano just had a birthday. How old did you turn, Damiano?
46 trips around the sun.
All right, Rosita. So, Damiano, for your birthday, I don't drink. I don't drink. Rosita's the one that drinks. But Tequila Comisario was awarded the best tasting tequila in the world just recently. So, it's the añejo. We want you to have it for your birthday.
Well, I appreciate that, brother.
All righty.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Excellent.
Rosita is going to open up with a little prayer.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We like to start everything putting God first, so we could move this to the side. Can you all please bow your heads? Dear Heavenly Father, we humbly come before you and ask for your presence, your guidance, and your blessing on such a special event. We recognize that all the knowledge that we intend to share comes from you, Lord. May we be a channel of your love and provide wisdom, knowledge, and hope for everyone present. May we and everyone here put into practice any acquired knowledge in order for all of us to fulfill our God-given destiny. We ask this in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Okay, me and Rosita belong to the 60% club of the divorcees in LA County. We are a blend marriage here where she came from one side and I came from the other side, and we've joined together to keep going and creating the excellence movement. I've been in the business for 40 years. A lot of you were not born. 40 years, and there was no training. Back then it was just, here's your cards, welcome aboard, bingo. And you just have to go out there and do everything. Today we got all kinds of empowerment, and it's great. But the way me and Rosita work is we found out her strengths and my strengths, and we put it together and we created the Excellence Awards.
Yes, we believe that in every marriage, there's things that you have to put into place. And the most important thing is to see what are your strengths that you have in yourself and in your partner, and then bring out the best in you within that, right? I think that me focusing on supporting Mike and his gifts, his vision is what has made Excellence what it is today, because he's a visionary and I'm his #1 fan.
Yeah. When I came into the business, everybody said real estate wasn't what it's cut out to be. A lot of people were failing. And one of the things that happened to me is that I wasn't any specialer than anybody else. The only thing is that I participated in the activities. In the activities, I've been waiting for the market to be great for 40 years. And I think I'll live a lifetime and I won't see a great market. So you got to become great. So that way you can jump into the activities and be the best that you can be.
Yes, you have to focus. In my opinion, if you just give what you would want to get in return, it's gonna blossom. You know, there's no secret, in my opinion, to business. It's the same thing that it was years ago. It's the same thing today. If you just provide, you know, commitment, and and provide the good customer service, the results are gonna come.
So a lot of people, to us, we do the retail. We're not big investors. We're not mortgage people. What we teach is the people to come in to be a real estate agent, to learn the nuts and bolts. If they master that, they're going to go into different avenues. Hey, I'm an investor. Hey, I'm a loan officer. I'm a title rep. You know, I didn't like the real estate. Went into mortgage on that, and they'll find their gifts as they go. So we're in the entry level. Come on in, master the real estate sales, and then move on to where your calling is at and your dream will take you.
But everyone has a lot of passion within them. They have greatness within them, and sometimes they don't even know it. Like, we don't know it in each other. And that, in excellence, we believe that everyone has that, and we try and support it, sparkle that within them, and help them with the tools so that they can go out there and be the best that they can be.
So in the real estate field, if you can master that and you jump into the activities, you're going to be great. You know, I used to do 400 doors a day because we didn't have any internet. There was nothing. It was just go out there, bingo, go out and talk to the people. And guess what? We would go preview, and we would go out there and see people, and we would pick up a lot of listings. You know, it was just great. So I teach the people to stay committed to one thing and become extravagant to what you do. You know, you see me, people say, I like the code, I like to be extravagant. If I'm gonna have dinner with Rosita, we're gonna be extravagant with it. Anything we do, it has to be, you know, like a Super Bowl. And that's the way I feel, that's the way I teach, and that's the way I love to be. And Rosita, when we got married, I told her every night needs to be a Friday night. And guess what? We did it for many years on that, where every night we were out.
Mike is very extra in everything. He really is. When we first were gonna move in together, he tells me, you know what? Let's not get a place. Let's not get a place. What about if we just start traveling and we can work remotely from everywhere? And I was like, you want me to live like a hippie? Like, what are you talking about? And then he readjusted, and that's when he came up with the concept. Well, I think it was a concept, but he wasn't lying, that he wanted to every night to be a Friday night. And what he means is, like, he doesn't like to eat at home. He really doesn't. And he wants to go out. He wants people to look at him. He wants to be catered to. And I, being a homebody, I wanted to be at home. I didn't really realize what I was getting into. And here we are today, just jumping in and now being like, oh my God, you know, he wasn't kidding. And he's pushed me along the way into his everyday being a Friday night. But like I said, 10 times that. And that's our life today.
You know, when I came in, I was 20 years old. I thought I was going to live forever. Forever. Now at 60, I kind of look 20 more years like, oh my gosh, my time's coming to an end. So like Damiano says, everything is an instant. So everything needs to happen today. Today. If you're going to go hit 100 doors, bingo, 100 doors. Got a girl that went from marketing, because the market shifted, to making calls. 1,000 calls a day. She picked up 8 listings in January. So you got to have, whatever you do, you got to become the best. You got to be a show person. You got to say, hey, I am the real estate person, the leader, and I'm the one that's going to be the best. And you got to just show it, tell them, let them know that you exist.
And I'm that voice behind telling them, we should start thinking of slowing down. We should start thinking of where we're going to retire. But knowing in the back of my head, he's never going to retire. He's never going to retire, so we just have to find the best way, you know, to go about it. And
we just got to mix it in. I believe that, I told Rosita, this year I want to travel every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks,
you know,
get away. You know?
Sometimes I tell him, we're gonna slow down, and then I catch myself, me adding events, or me putting something to the table that after I'm like, I'm with all this work and all these activities to put in place and in order, and then I'm like, oh my God, and here I'm telling them we need to slow down.
So go
let
ahead.
me say something. I think as a couple, we can't be so hard on each other. We have to be realistic and know that we're just, we're all regular people just trying to take it day by day and learning every time. So we can't be hard on each other, and you just have to take it for what it is.
I don't know how you guys work, but I know when everything goes my way, I'm a very happy guy.
Yes.
It's when Rosita starts to put a little bit, I go.
I posted not too long on Instagram. I think social media is very transparent, and sometimes we put posts and we're like, oh, they have issues. And I posted one that said, see how people, or something like, see how people react that you're constantly giving them your yeses, and the day you give them a no, how they react, or that they don't react good, something like that. And I was talking about Mike, because every time I tell him yes, yes, and everything is his way, he's a happy camper. And the minute I tell him I don't want to, oh, we have issues.
But you know what? It's funny. Our issues are if she said no or something. Oh, those are grounds for divorce. That's
They
it.
really are.
That's as worse as it gets. So we live a very. We just like to keep going,
He likes to be catered to.
So, and I love to cater to people also. So it's mutual on that. So, my thing is this: as in a couple working together. Like I said, to me, I'll throw an idea out there. We wanted to do the Excellence Awards. We didn't have enough money. We had enough money. We didn't have enough people. We wanted to provide something spectacular. And when I took Rosita out there and I told her I had this dream, a vision since the 90s, she just, but when she went out there, she came out shaking, correct?
All his dreams, like I said, they're very extravagant and they're very crazy. And the first time he told me, we're going to do these big awards and it's going to be like the Oscars. And I was like, why? I really didn't see the concept. And he kept on telling me, we've got to go. And we had just finished one of the awards at the Embassy Suites. And he tells me, I'm going to take you right now. And it was a very impactful awards because people had cried and they, when they got awarded, and it was very special. So he took me to the venue, and when I was standing there, he's right. I came out of there shaking because I could see it. I could visualize his dream, and it's very, very special. If you guys have never attended, I welcome you. Yes, because it's not just for the Excellence Organization, it's for everyone to see, and that things and dreams and lives are possible.
People tell me on the Excellence, are you going to sell it? Are you going to maybe convert? I said, you know what? As long as we're in this life, there needs to be a Latino-owned, minority-owned organization that needs to be there. And that's why we're there, and we're going to keep empowering people. So here's the thing, you guys are all winners, because when you were born, you found out over 15 million sperm cells. So you came out already a winner. So if you come into real estate, you better get activated and you better be extra, super duper agent in whatever you do. In whatever you do, whether it's marketing, whatever, you gotta be a celebrity. Because if you become a celebrity, you'll become the best. Have an agent that just came back after an 18-month marriage, terrible, turned on the light, bingo, 35 closings last month. She was number 2, number 1 in her thing, because she came and wanted to do the results. So me and Rosita, we fight over the power of saying, no, this is our next thing, no, this is our next thing. And she shoots me down a lot of times, but it's okay, because you know what? We're trying to move forward and forward on that.
Well, like I said, his dreams scare me sometimes. They really do. And I like details. I want more a structure, and and he'll tell me something, and he will scare me because I have to realize like, okay, if I commit, now we have to, like you said, I always tell him, you committed to this, now you better go big. You can't just, Mickey Mouse it. I tell him all the time, it doesn't work like that. So whatever we do give it our 100%. We do know that we're not perfect, but we do try our best.
And then at the end, we just keep empowering our agents to do the best. And it hurts when they leave, but you know what? They gotta move on. They gotta move on. Because when before I became a leader in real estate, I went to one office, 2, 3, 4. It was my 5th office. So I know brokers get all upset. He's a trader. He's this and that. No, you know what? Everybody's trying to find their dream. And to us, we know that we're going to go ahead just like a kid, take them, empower them until they fly on their own. And just like a kid goes and they get married, so are the agents on that. So we always got to keep looking for new people to go ahead and stay ahead of the game.
And one recommendation that I can give to everyone is that you can't be afraid. If you're in real estate, you have to push yourself. And I'll put myself as an example. I was mentioning earlier, I would have never wanted to come up here in my life, never. But I jumped into this relationship with this mega extra guy that is his life, and I'm forced to. And if I love him, I have to do it. And now I love excellence, and that's my commitment. So I have to do it for excellence. And I welcome all of you to do it for your agents, not your agents, your clients, which is your customers. So you can't be, like Mike calls it, a secret agent. You have to be out there constantly showing what you provide and offering your services to your customers. You cannot no longer be shy. You have to do it for your customers, for your family, for your dreams, for everything. You can't hold back. You have to give it your 1,000%.
So wherever you're at, whatever company you're with, put that flag on there and start promoting it and promote your name and be the best that you can be. Because you know what? When you walk into a room, people need to know that you're there. Otherwise, how do you expect to win the crowd over if you're just going to be a regular person? Because we got people that are going to get awards and we got people that are going to applaud them. You got what side do you want to be on? And to me, I like to teach, hey, you got to be the best that you can be out there.
Yes. And I like to teach that if you stay consistent to the reasons, the intention of why you're doing what you're doing, you're going to be a success. If you keep your family in mind, your customers, and their future, that it should matter what you're doing every day.
And the difference, I came into the business with 300 people. The 300 people all had dreams. We all talked about it. Hey, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to do this. Back in 1983, and guess what? I passed my test a 3rd time, and I'm the only one that succeeded. All 300 people were out of the business within 3 years. All of them. So see, real estate works. You need to work. I didn't become what I became on that because I was great. I just started doing the activities. Oh, one sale. Oh, another sale. Wow, this is happening. And that's where I wiggled into my different places that I did. So you just got to go ahead and take action.
Yes, Mike is always on the go, if you could see it. And again, I'll bring it right back. And I'm the one that's always pushing. I'm like, we have to stay consistent with as far as like each other. But I think it's a balance. It's a balance as far as your commitment to, you have to be committed to your couple, your family, and you have to be consistent and committed to your business. If you stay committed to both, you won't fail. You can't do just one or the other. It has to be together as one. And I think if, like for us, we're blessed to be able to work together. So it's easier to any decision that we make is based on having both those things in mind.
And you know what? And life will go ahead and take you different places. I just lost my 3rd brother. I lost my older, my 2nd, my 3rd, and now I'm left the 4th with my younger sister that's 4 years younger. And I'll tell you, every death has taken me to different places. And this last one has, taken me to where, all the toys that you have, anything that you own, you're not going to take it with you. You're not going to take it with you. And you know what? So to me, I'm taking another call to action right now. And the action is going to be, we're going to live our greatest life. We may not be the richest out there or anything, but I'll tell you one thing. People will remember us that, hey, these guys were out every other week somewhere else on that till it was my time to expire. Because at the end, you can get the Benjamins to stack up, and then all of a sudden a heart attack, and they're gone. They're gone. So take life serious, be the best that you can be, and you know what? Live your greatest life. And if I can be of service to you guys, give me a call.
All right, let's give them a big round of applause. Do we have any questions for Mr. and Mrs. Excellence? We got a question over here. People are going.
Hi everybody, I'm Carrie Thompson. So great to be here, and I just resonate so much with you guys. My husband, I'm going to put him on the spot right now. But my husband is, when I met him, he had so much swag about him, and that's what I loved about him. We're so different. I'm kind of like you. I want everything to be organized, structured. Let's do it this way. We have to get up at this time. We have to do this. But he's kind of like, as soon as he gets up, he should just go, 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 go. But I'm going to tell you something. Like, everything about him, I just love. I love that he's himself. He wears the rings. Sometimes we're out, we're shopping at the mall. He wants to get another ring. I'm like, dude, you got like 5 of those? Are you serious? And it is just so, like, I'm so much grateful just to watch you guys and listen to you guys, because it reminds us of us. And you do work together and put it together, and we just have such a great time. And him being his own self and his own personality brings out a lot in me that I don't have, and vice versa. And I just really appreciate you guys sharing that, because I do see a lot of that in him. And yeah, so he's great, and he wears the suits all the time. Sometimes I would love to be just in yoga clothes, but he's got these suits, and it's just amazing. So thank you for sharing, and I just wanted to say that I resonated a lot with that story.
And sometimes we're gonna go to Disneyland. And he wants to wear his suit. And it can be like 100 degrees, and I'm like in shorts and sandals, and he wants to wear the suit. And I'm like, really? You're gonna be hot. And he's like, no, I'm good, I'm good. And then we're there, and I can tell he wants to leave because he's hot.
Rosita goes to the restroom, and I think the day I retired, I'll go to Disneyland a lot, because I just stand there and people say, do you know where the Winnie the Pooh's at? Do you know that? So that way. I'm just guiding everybody. I was in Mazatlán this suit singing with La Banda, right?
It's extra.
I just want to say thank you as well. I mean, anybody, all the couples that are going up there, we actually know a lot of you guys, all of you guys actually, and it's such an honor to support these type of events, because inspiration is inspiration, right? And you guys inspire Carrie and I, and I'm sure everybody here. But I do want to say one thing. The only reason I don't wear yoga clothes is I don't look good in yoga clothes. Otherwise, I wear yoga clothes. It's comfortable, I guess, right? So that's it.
All right, let's give them a big round of applause. I do just want to acknowledge your authenticity. And that's the most important thing that we can live as human beings, is to be yourself. Don't worry about what the next person thinks, because guess what? That's the cosmic joke. You're worried about what other people think, and that holds you back. You're worried about what your mom's gonna say, what your dad's gonna say, what your brothers are gonna say, what are the neighbors gonna say? Oh my God, I don't wanna go bother that person. Oh, I don't wanna bother him. No, you're worried about too much about what people think about you. So today's the day you get to knock it off. Be your authentic self, live your best life, and go out there and achieve your dreams. Let's give them another round of applause.
One point. This last year, to me, I think I'm just a regular guy, but 2 people wanted to get dressed up as Mr. Excellence, and they got first place where they were at. So that was a compliment to us.
And if you guys ever go to a Raider game, this guy is famous at the Raider game. All right, let's give them another big round of applause.